Hello everybody, it's Avalon. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Alright, so I want to talk to you guys about when we come into recovery, we try to put down the substance that we're using. We realize we're realizing it's ruining our lives. We're realizing that our life's in the toilet, it's in the shitter. And so we try to stop. Now, some of us realize we can't, there's no way we can do it on our own. So we choose to go into rehab. As far as for me, I tried every way, shape, and form. I would buy dope and I would say, okay, I'm going to wean myself off. I'm only going to do a bag a day and then I'm going to wean off. Never happened, guys. Never. I ended up doing the whole shebang that day because I don't have any control. It's out of my control. I'm an addict. I cannot control my use. It just doesn't. It's not going to happen. And so one day I just realized, after seeing my best friend get clean and sober, and she was living a good life, I realized, okay, it's time. It's time, and I need to stop this. And I just stopped. Went into withdrawal for 12 horrible, hideous, shitting my brains out, puking my brains out, restless leg days. So I went to rehab, went to a halfway house, lasted 6 months before I got thrown out for threatening a girl. Went home. 2 weeks later, I'm back again. Back doing it again. Because I believed the lie that I could do it one more time. I'm sure that a lot of us have fell into that lie of one more time. I thought that the horror of my withdrawal would have stopped me from ever doing it again. I thought I went through hell. That was hell. I'm never going to do it again. I thought it was going to be enough to keep me from doing it. And guess what? It wasn't. Because just like a woman giving birth to a child, you forget the pain. And you believe the one more time lie. So when I went back into recovery the last time, I knew that I had to change my thinking. I could not fucking fall into that one more time lie. Because there's no such thing as one more time. There is just not. I mean, it's bullshit. And I knew that my horror of withdrawal was not enough to keep me clean. I tried that. We all try certain things, whether it's, okay, I'm going to get sober for my kids, I'm going to get sober for my spouse, I'm going to get sober because the withdrawal is horrible, I'm going to get sober for drug court, I'm going to get sober for probation. All these things are not enough. Sorry, they're not. Not for the real McCoy. Not for the real addict or alcoholic. We need recovery. We need a change inside of ourselves. For me, I needed to change the way I was thinking. I needed to change what I was, my internal thoughts. Oh, you don't deserve to be. You don't deserve to be clean and sober. You don't deserve a good life. You don't deserve anything. You're a piece of shit. They said you were a piece of shit and you're a piece of shit. And so I had to start changing those things that caused me to use. Start changing and start getting rid of the garbage that's inside of me. I thought I only had a drug problem. I didn't know that I had a self-hatred problem, a people hatred problem, anger, resentments, sadness, trauma. Because we don't just use just because we just want to wake up one day and become a drug addict. At least that's not how it is for the most of us. The most of us, we're trying to cover up something. We're self-medicating. We're covering up some things inside of us. And unless that changes on the inside, we are not going to be able to stay clean and sober. Something's got to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's what they say. And that is the truth. So, what do you got to do to get clean and sober? Well, you got to go to treatment for one thing. Because I needed to learn how to live life as a person. Like I escaped in one way, shape, or form my whole life. It wasn't until 2001 that I discovered opiates. But before that, like in the 80s, I loved my cocaine. I did crank for a while. I wasn't a full-out addict, but it was just I was an addict in the making. It was just lying and waiting for the right chemical. So I never grew up emotionally. And I knew I needed to grow up. I knew I needed to stop doing things just because I felt like it. I knew that just because my body wanted it or my mind wanted it, that I couldn't just do it because I wanted it. I had to start stepping up and start saying no to the things that I wanted to do. That I knew were bad. Like as an addict, it's like if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. That had to change. Whether I felt like getting high or not, I could not, no matter what. I can't use. Even if I want to with all my heart and soul, I can't use. It's not an option. I put that shit in my body and all bets are off and I am straight to the bottom of the pool. I dip my toe in that water and straight down I go. There is no turning back. So it's not an option for me. So going into treatment, for me, I needed to go for a long term. I was in rehab for 30 days and I went to the halfway house for a year, sober living for 2 months. I needed to do that and surround myself with people who are recovery oriented. And so, it's about making a decision. How bad do you want to quit? How bad do you want to stay clean? How bad do you want to get clean? And you can't do it for anybody but yourself. You can try, but unless you really want to stop inside, not going to happen. So, you gotta get to your bottom. I just kept lowering my bottom. I finally got to the point where I didn't want to live like that anymore. So, all right, well, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you need anything, message me on Facebook Messenger. I'm Avalon Ann Decker. And hit me up if you need to talk. Praise, blessings, and God is bless.